You've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eli Harold. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he works free. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Back to throw. He can run, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th, now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Stafford, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Stafford now to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Zebra.
First throw in overtime for Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eli Harold in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Here's Matt Hawk now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Zebra. Go here. 11.
Now Stafford with his first throw of OT. And incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They give him 12 yards and a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go back to Riddick. Room here to run. Theo Riddick. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,